got this passion, and it's burning deep inside of me. And this time, no, no, not gonna settle for anything less. Craving a life that I've never known. And now is the time to find the love that I've always been looking for.
Merhaba Mango, and welcome back to another vlog. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. I know it has been a hot minute, but a few weeks ago, I think almost a week ago, I had so much energy one evening. I think I started like around 3. I had so much energy and so many ideas of videos that I wanted to create. So usually what I do bunch like creation of videos, and then for the next how many days, right? Weeks. So I sat down, I made like 7 videos. And with that 7 videos, my biggest mistake was my mic. I think I would like to believe that my mic at first was fully charged, but eventually it was dying because there was no power anymore. So that was one of the biggest mistakes. So when it was time to edit, I realized like the voiceovers, not the voiceovers, but the volume of my audio was just horrible. So that really broke my heart, and I was so mad at myself. And yeah, a lot was going on. I was just, as a content creator, sometimes it's really hardening putting all the hours, the effort, and everything else. It's so discouraging, right? But I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean like to punish you or anything. I am back, and because of the same issue, the last vlog that I posted, you guys were complaining about my audio. But yeah, today I made sure that I charged my microphone, because it's this wireless microphone, and yeah, I'm trying to learn how to hold it properly so that the sound can come out, because before I would not really pay attention. Anyhow, you saw me like starting with the vlog with laundry. So that was just the guest room that I was just washing off everything, and eventually I quickly had to run to Clicks because I was craving for a caramel cake. So I quickly had to go to the mall, and then I passed by Clicks, and then also passed by Pep to get my baby some toys. We'll talk about the Clicks story in the next vlog, like it's coming soon. Yeah, so I was so happy to find these tiny things for my baby, and each was like 29.95. So that was just basically like 60 bucks. I didn't know toys were that cheap in Pep. Like you go for the big trucks and then you find them like they are just 200. Like these are huge trucks. I don't know about the longevity. What is the word? Yeah, that word. I don't know about that. But for my boy, those construction toys, he's still using them up to now. And this is like maybe a week or so later. Anyhow, because I've been craving for this cake, my thing is, I've been craving, when I crave for something, I don't like crave it immediately and make it immediately. So this thing has been on my mind like almost a week. I was like, I need to bake a cake. So, and this happened after I failed at making caramel at home, because the idea was like I wanted to make caramel like the night before, so that the following day I just make cake, and then when I fill the cake with the caramel, it's already like the caramel is already like cool. But then I failed, so I just had to go and buy caramel. So right now, what you see me doing is just the icing. I'm making icing, which is I'm using egg, vanilla, icing sugar, plus butter, right? Those are the things that I'm using. And as for the cake, I had baked it like the previous night, like I said. Anyhow, did I introduce myself? Hi, where are my manners? Okay, Mvamwangu. My name is Mwaka. I am a stay-at-home mom and a stay-at-home wife as well. I have a son, a toddler son, and on this channel we just nourish homemaking, like everything you can think of homemaking, lifestyle, and motherhood, and all those things. Everything is packed on this channel. So if this is the type of content that you enjoy watching, please consider subscribing if it's your first time here. And for those that are returning and have not subscribed, guys, kindly, I'm begging you right now to please subscribe to the channel. And for my OGs that have been here, guys, I really, really want to appreciate you so very much. We are just 2 subscribers away from 600. I know, but it's a big thing for me. So really, guys, I'm really honored and I am so grateful for that. So we are now back with our cake. Guys, chikuwaga na chintu changu. So yeah. This is actually my very first time making a cake where I feel with a feeling. Yeah, with a feeling, that's the right word. So I had to remember that I had to make a perimeter of icing, and then I was supposed to put the perimeter first before putting the caramel, because now it turns out that the caramel that I put was so much. And also another mistake that I didn't trim the cake on top. So that's why you'll see at the end of the video, or through the video, you see that it's a little bit like skew. It's not straight like 100%. And surprisingly, guys, I am so shocked and I'm really scared of this age. I mean, I'm at the age where I don't like sugar anymore. This is the second cake that I've made this year. So the whole of 2025, I've just made 2 cakes because we are running away from sugar, I guess, or I just don't know what is going on. Yeah, I've been craving for cake, but I don't really bake it, but I'll just find something. I don't know, now it's like I don't really like sweet stuff. It's so surprising, like, if you have been on this channel, you will know that I'll bake like almost every week. But now this is the second cake the whole year, literally the second cake the whole year. So nowadays, eggs, they just lie there in the fridge. They're just mostly for breakfast, boiled, hard boiled, or fried, or whatever the case is. So yeah, guys, being in your 30s is not easy. We are just now drinking a lot of water. But I think I'd love to believe that it's because I've seen how drastically I've dropped on my weight loss. And it took me so long. My boy is like 2 years, 8 months already now. But this is the only time I am, catching up with myself, knowing what to wear, knowing what to buy. And I'm feeling light. I'm now a 34. I believe I was even a 38 at some point, especially when I was breastfeeding. So yeah, it's a big change for myself, and I love that for myself. Lately I also do walks like a whole perimeter around our neighborhood. I started with 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 15 minutes. So I'm so proud of myself and I'm loving it. So yeah, this is just me playing with the cake, and as you saw, I just put 1 coat because the icing that I made was not a lot. Yeah, so I just made like 1 coat because, like I said, also sugar. That's why I didn't make a lot of icing that covers the whole cake. Yeah, so this is just basically how the cake turned out, and this is how the cake looked after chilling in the fridge for a few hours. And I couldn't resist Like every time I open the fridge, I see this cake. I'm like, I want to have a bite. Like my very own first caramel. Yeah, I don't know. I know what is this? The decor is not the best, but yeah. Because at first I didn't think like the caramel on top was going to drip, but eventually it started dripping. Excuse me. Anyhow, so we are on to the next day, and we are just restocking our groceries. So this is like second week of November, and we're just making sure that we stock up because we don't know what will happen in December. So we're just making sure that we buy and put on the meat. So this chicken is like 10 1 kg. That little thing that I'm holding out is like 1.5 kg of chicken times 10 bags, and it was going for 540, if I'm not mistaken, but less than 550. So we just want to see how long this will last us, because usually we buy the 4 kgs. So this is like altogether giving like 12 kg, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's giving us 12 kg. So we want to see how that goes. And then also went to Red Bite. This time around didn't buy a lot of beef. So it was just 200 volts, 200 beef. And then before we came to Red Bite, we also ate. We recently started buying our pork at, wow, what is the word? Beefco. Yeah, Beefco. So we started buying our pork at Beefco. Turns out that pork at Beefco is a lot more compared to Red Bite. The voice at Beefco is perfect, like it's so top quality. But it's very less. It's little compared to Red Bite. So Red Bite and Beefco also doesn't sell pork chops, so that's why we're still sticking with Red Bites just to see how everything goes. So this was 200, 300. That's what it looks like. And then this is what I'm just showing you here now is also 200 pork vosh, and then 200 beef chops. I want to see how this will sustain us for the next 2 months. So it's November, December, and a little bit of January. And I still have the stockville to add, because first week of December we're gonna add of our stockville things that we usually buy through the year. And I'm just happy because that usually helps us a lot to pull through the month of January, February. Mostly we start topping up in February. So yeah, after Beefco, we also passed by. After Beefco and Red Bite, we went to Food Lovers just also to add on the fruits. Like the boy eats a lot of fruits, so just went to get a little bit of fruits. They were on special. The two blueberries that you see, it was 2 for 50. The apples 2 for 50. The bananas, I think it's also 2 for 50. Two plums or two peaches 2 for 50. The strawberries 2 for 50. So yeah, that's why it looks like a lot, but yeah, it's because of that 2 for 50 thing. And then my husband bought me a watermelon. You see how big that is, and that is only $40. I was so happy and really excited. $35 actually. I was so happy, and yeah, I devoured that thing. Funny enough, my husband doesn't like the watermelon. He eats, but not very much. Just 1, 2 slices is enough. So is the papaya. So yeah, so this is just a little haul that I'm showing you. It's Food Lovers. Food Lovers is mostly the first thing that I started with. What you're seeing me putting down now is Metro. So I bought that Stay Soft because There's more coming from Stokeville. Yeah. So yeah, let's just continue watching the rest of the stuff, the whole that that I'm sharing with you guys.
I got this passion, and it's burning deep inside of me. And this time, no, no, not gonna settle for anything less. Craving a life that I've never known. And now is the time to find the love that I've always been looking for. I guess I'm just soul searching. No, not looking for no part-time thing. I guess I'm just soul searching. No, not looking for no part-time thing. I guess I'm soul searching. I'll take a little time out, and no, I won't apologize. Gonna find out what this is all about, and find my way back to you. Craving a life that I've never known, and now is the time to find the love that I've always been looking for. I guess I'm just soul searching. No, not looking for no part-time thing. And tonight I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna do what the fuck I feel.
And the following day, I went to this place. This is where I usually refill my dishwash. They sell at the cheapest, like 1 liter is $11. So it's dishwash, everything that you can think of, pine gel and everything.